Behold the Electrolux Ultrasilencer, a true marvel of modern engineering. I really mean that. This is how it looks like in its natural habitat when it's all working and is functional. And over here, this is how it looks like when it's not working and not all well. This is what happens 2 years after purchase. Yes, it lost both ends because the hose is subject to bending and movement. Notably, the whole machine is being dragged along the floor with cords and whatever in the way in the process of vacuuming. So eventually this is gonna split there, as well as this connection here also split there. So what can be done about it? Of course, a new part needs to be ordered. Any fix to the old hose is temporary. So in this video, I'll show you quickly what works. So ordering a new hose has been done, and the new part just fits and can be connected really easily without tools. So what can you do with a crack that's here in the line? That's over here on this duct tape. As ugly as it is, duct tape was actually made to seal airflow in hoses and ducts. So there. What can you do with this connection over here when this one doesn't work? This one also comes apart like so. So far so good. However, this end you might find that it's glued in. So however it was put together at the time, you might find bits of the hose down there, making this seemingly easy connection, this one here, making this connection impossible if there's anything left of the old hose down there. Okay, so when it's all cleaned out, it should just click and it should work. Why cleaning out any part of the old hose material from this part of the vacuum is important is because the new hose that you order may or may not, let's go with, will not have this part on it. So what you get in the mail is this, nothing else. There. So you're gonna have to save this part from your old hose, and you're gonna have to do this surgery there at the end of the connection. So what can you do with a hose that's broken here and you want to connect it to the rest of the vacuum? So if you don't have this part, you only have this part and this part. What worked is this component here, which is also used in HVAC work. HVAC is heating, ventilation, air conditioning. So its diameter, I don't know, is printed on it, 1.25 to 1.25 for cast iron, plastic, whatever pipes. That's what it's been designed for. There, you get the idea. Tighten the bolt, use one screwdriver, same for this end. It will work with a little bit of force applied. Tighten the two bolts, and then you have some functionality to that hose. So that's for the upper connection. What can you do with this here? Yeah, not a whole lot. Just duct tape it and order a new part. So this part of the vacuum hose assembly here is not really easily serviceable. Let's see what I can do with it in just a few seconds to explain this. You see, this end of the hose doesn't come out. It's been glued into, oops, it's It's been glued into this fitting. I'm taking it out coil by coil, hoping that the last coil will remove the last glued in there. And it sounds like the glue failing at the bottom. Hoping that it doesn't tear before all of it comes out. Yeah, how does this look? Not too great. So in this configuration, pair of pliers, the cutting edges like so on a pair of pliers. So in theory, can these two be glued together and held together? Yeah, somewhat. If you have the right glue, or you can make these two stay together, maybe possible to use this, but it's not entirely consumer friendly. Let's just go with that. Doesn't really facilitate easy interchangeability. After a few more minutes of digging, there's more stuff coming out, but I'm using needle nose pliers, and looks like I can remove some old glue on the bottom there. Fascinating, I'm sure. Let's see. Okay, so this is at the bottom, the first coil or whatever, the end of the hose and the glue, and there's still some more glue left everywhere. It's okay. This old glue is not gonna much interfere with connecting the new hose, but remove some of it. Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations, Electrolux. So here's one more idea how you can connect this fitting with this hose. Now that it's been cleaned out reasonably well, put the new hose in, old hose, whatever. Drill a hole through the side wall on one side, 180 degrees apart. Drill another hole for a small tie wire, and lace it in with a piece of wire. If you don't want a piece of wire to run across the whole thing, then drill 2 holes, wire in, bend the wire around with needle nose pliers, out on the same side, on the second hole, same on this side. So 2 holes here, 2 holes there, stitch it with a piece of tie wire, tie a knot on the outside on the tie wire. That'll keep the hose in and it won't pull out, because relying on glue, yeah, you need a really good strong glue like this. Is that fair that this is how the product has been designed, or this is the type of material, type of plastic this was made of? And that's up for you to decide. Should Electrolux Ultrasilencer vacuums continue to be manufactured and sold? Is Electrolux worthy of consumer trust? And the type of pricing that Electrolux places on this hose, is that outrageous? Well, let me know in the comment section below.